Have you ever wondered what a deer is trying to communicate when it stomps its hoof or flicks its tail? Welcome to the fascinating world of deer body language. It's a silent dialogue that unfolds in the wilderness, a way in which these elegant beings express their emotions and intentions. Understanding deer body language is crucial not just for animal enthusiasts, but also for researchers studying these animals' behavior. It serves as a window into their world, providing insights into their social dynamics, survival strategies, and even their individual personalities. When we delve into the topic of deer body language, we can broadly categorize it into three main areas: ear movements, tail signals, and body postures. Each of these carries a distinct set of messages, painting a vivid picture of the deer's emotional and physical state. With a keen eye, you can begin to decipher the silent language of these graceful creatures. First, let's turn our attention to the ears of a deer, which are akin to an animal's antenna. These large, sensitive instruments are constantly at work, scanning the environment for any potential threats or interesting sounds. Let's delve into the language of the ears. Imagine the ears of a deer as a sophisticated radar system, always on, always alert, and capable of detecting the faintest rustle in the undergrowth. When a deer's ears are relaxed and casually flicking back and forth, it's a sign of contentment. The deer is at ease, perhaps grazing or simply enjoying a moment of tranquility. On the other hand, when a deer's ears stand erect and pointed, it's a clear signal of alertness. The deer has detected something unusual in its environment and is now fully focused on identifying the potential threat or interest. This could be a rustling in the bushes, the snapping of a twig, or even the scent of a predator carried on the wind. One of the most fascinating aspects of deer ear language is their ability to move each ear independently. This means they can listen in two different directions at once. Imagine being at a party, able to listen to the conversation on your left while also catching the gossip on your right. For deer, this is an everyday reality, a vital skill that helps them stay aware of their surroundings and potentially avoid predators. But it's not just the position of the ears that matters. The speed and direction of the ear flick can also provide valuable insights. Rapid, repeated flicks often indicate irritation, possibly due to pests like flies or ticks. On the other hand, if a deer rotates its ears back towards its body, it's typically a sign of nervousness or fear. So if you observe a deer's ears closely, you can get a good sense of what's happening in its environment. You'll be able to read their comfort level, detect their alertness, and even get a sense of what they might be listening to. Truly, the language of the ears is a fascinating aspect of deer behavior, a silent dialogue that speaks volumes about the world of these majestic creatures. Now let's delve into the expressive language of a deer's tail. The tail of a deer is not just a simple appendage, but a powerful tool for communication. Just as we humans use our facial expressions and body language to communicate, deer use their tails to send clear messages to other members of their herd. The subtleties of tail movements can speak volumes about a deer's emotional state and intentions. Let's start with one of the most recognizable tail signals, a raised tail. Have you ever seen a deer bounding away with its white tail raised high? This is a clear indication of alarm. When a deer senses danger, it raises its tail as a visual warning to the rest of the herd. This flag-like signal can be seen from great distances, alerting other deer to the presence of a potential threat. Now let's consider a more relaxed signal. If you see a deer with its tail down and slightly wagging, this is a sign of contentment and relaxation. Unlike the sharp, sudden movement of a raised tail, a wagging tail indicates that the deer is at ease and feels safe in its environment. It's the deer's way of saying all is well. But what about a tail that is firmly tucked between the legs? This is a sign of submission or fear, often seen in younger deer when they are interacting with more dominant members of the herd. Just as a dog might tuck its tail when it's feeling scared or submissive, a deer uses this tail position to communicate similar feelings. Lastly, a flicking or twitching tail can indicate irritation or discomfort. This could be due to pesky insects, an annoying companion, or perhaps an itch that just won't quit. It's incredible, isn't it? How much can be conveyed through the simple movement of a tail? Understanding these signals can give us a deeper appreciation for these graceful creatures and their complex social dynamics. Watching a deer's tail can tell you a lot about its emotional state and intentions. So the next time you're out in nature, take a moment to observe the deer around you. You might just find that their tails have a lot to say. Lastly, we'll explore the body postures and movements of deer, which speak volumes about their mood and behavior. Deer, like many creatures, communicate through their bodies. The way they stand, the way they move, each action is a word, a sentence, a paragraph in the story of their lives. Consider a deer standing rigidly, muscles taut, eyes wide. This is the stance of alertness, a clear sign that something has caught the deer's attention. It could be a predator, a human, or even another deer. The deer is ready to take action, to flee or fight, depending on what the situation demands. On the other hand, a relaxed posture where the deer is casually grazing or lying down signifies contentment. The deer feels safe, unthreatened. It's a peaceful moment, a quiet interlude in the often harsh reality of the wild. And then there are specific movements that convey messages. For example, a deer stomping its hoof is a warning. It's a deer's way of saying, "I sense danger." This signal serves as an alarm to other deer in the vicinity, alerting them to potential threats. But body language isn't just about individual gestures. It's about the combination of movements and postures, the rhythm and flow of a deer's actions. It's about understanding the context and interpreting the signals correctly. By observing a deer's body posture and movements, you can gain a deeper understanding of its behavior and emotional state. So, what have we learned about deer body language? We've delved into the complex language of the ears, decoding the subtle and not so subtle cues they offer. We've navigated the realm of tail signals, each flick and tuck telling a different story. And we've explored the myriad of body postures and movements, each one a chapter in the deer's silent narrative. Remember, understanding deer body language not only fosters a deeper appreciation for these animals, but it also opens a window into their fascinating world.